Hello everybody, welcome back once again to my Legend of the Dragoon walkthrough. So we've got just a little bit of dialogue here, and then we're going to knock out a couple of boss fights back to back. Yes, let's switch to Gust of Wind Dance. I had to cut out just a little bit of my Gust of Wind Dance failures. It wasn't too bad, but there was quite a few times in battle there where I messed it up, and I didn't think it was really. It got excessive in one specific spot, so I just cut that out. But I'm not perfect, and I'm super rusty on Gust of Wind Dance. But it is what it is. All right, so as far as some equipment related stuff here, I decided to put the spirit ring on Shauna instead of the therapy ring, and I moved the therapy ring over to Dart. I don't know. Shauna really needs to be able to stay in her dragon form, and then on top of that, she doesn't, restore much SP every time she attacks. So that was kind of my rationale for doing that. I don't know. It didn't seem all that useful for when I did that, or for these upcoming battles. But it is what it is. All right. Anyway, so let's put these stones here. I thought this was kind of weird that they went with red, yellow, blue instead of red, green, blue. And do the typical RGB, but not the case. The door opened. I got it. Okay. So anyways, that door does open down at the bottom of the statue, and that's what's going to allow us to continue on. I'm not sure what I was doing here. But yeah, anyway, so back to the equipment stuff. The other kind of nice thing about putting the therapy ring on Dart is that, and I don't know, maybe it doesn't really matter just because of the way people's defense works and stuff in this game. But the reality is Dart's got a ton of health, and so every turn he'll be able to restore 66, because therapy ring gives you 10% of your maximum health, and thus having a higher HP total makes it so that you restore more. So there's that, but also though the thing that you also got to kind of keep in mind though is that even if let's just say for instance if Dart's HP was basically 0, he'd just get slow. Hang on, I've got some dialogue to get through here. We'll come back to that. Stay back. I smell blood in this air. It's not human. Congo. And man, that's some pretty cool looking armor. Not gonna lie. Gigantos, don't lose twice. Gigantos, make pay back for hoax. For his majesty toll. Okay. Jeez. Need to work on our English. But, anyways. Congo's actually really easy. I would not bother transforming or anything like that. I think I decided to use some attack items on him here. I think he's like an earth elemental, so I think that makes him weak to wind. I could be wrong on that. I can't remember if that was the case or not. 237. I don't know. That seemed okay. This is actually a really cool attack. He throws his glove, sticks you to the wall and beats the crap out of you. 148. That is a lot of damage on Albert, because Albert's got a really good defense stat. So I kind of wonder how much he would do to Shauna. But anyways, so as I was saying with the therapy ring and all that, let's just say, if somebody's got, zero defense. Well, actually, a therapy ring helps them out quite a bit because you're taking more damage, and you're then you're thus restoring a bunch of damage as well. Whereas, if you've got somebody with like super high defense that's just not taking any damage, well, then the therapy ring doesn't really do anything for you because, again, you're not really taking any. Now, I don't think anybody's defense is that high where every hit is like negligible, but also, so the other thing is like someone like say Shauna, because again, that's who I had it on for a while. I think in regular battles where the enemies aren't really doing that much, it adds up and it's nice to use. But like in boss fights where, typically the enemies are hitting very, very hard, things like the therapy ring don't do as much for you. 750. Why did I transform? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. This was a waste. So he's got a magic barrier up, and I didn't. I mean, I kind of figured that it was going to at least reduce the damage that he takes or something from magic, but it actually completely nullifies it for one cast. So what I actually should have done there was his cheaper magic spell, but on top of that, I mean, otherwise I could have just used his regular dragon attack as well. But anyways, that does destroy the magic barrier. So now he's weak to magic again. And I think he's only got 800 health. So, Dart almost one-shot him. So I don't know. This should do it. This should end it. As long as it's doing, whatever, like 50 damage, oh no, he must have a little bit more. I'm sorry. No, he has to have more. Because Shauna hit him for like 200 right off the bat with that attack item. Oh, but that did kill him. Okay, so I don't know, probably like 1,000 health or so would be my guess. And there I got lucky. So the War God Calling dropped. He doesn't always drop that. So if that's an item that you want to get, it could take you more tries. I mean, you may need to reset, or if you're playing on an emulator like me, basically you have to, restart save state, every time your characters are going to take an action, and then if you kill them and get it, then you're good to go. If not, though, you have to reload your save state and then defend, which is why it's actually better to not use your dragon forms, because there's nothing you can do then if you're in a dragoon form and you kill him. You can't defend in dragoon form, so that's a problem. Up here at the top of the stairs, there is a chest, and here it's the material sheet, or was that materia? I don't know. Material shield, something like that. Anyways, that is a really good item, especially for somebody like Shauna that defends against or prevents all physical damage for 3 turns. So that thing is nuts. And keep in mind that that's a missable item, so if you don't pick it up now, you miss out on it. So do not miss that. I saved my game here, and then I actually went back down and did a couple of fights and got everybody's dragon levels back up to maximum. I actually don't think it was worthwhile to do that. And I could have just used some items to restore my MP as well. But I did go all the way back to the white dragon energy researcher person, because he restores your all of your health and MP. So just a heads up, that's what I did. And again, I fought a couple of or did a couple of encounters so that I could get my dragoon levels all the way back up. Again, I don't think that was worthwhile, because I actually don't think it's good to transform unless you're I shouldn't say that. It can be worthwhile if you're not as leveled up as I am, or if you haven't, bought 3 legend casks like I did. Reason for that is about halfway through the battle, Dole is going to, halfway through the second battle, Dole is going to cast a shield on himself that you can't attack him, so it's annoying. I wonder how you could come all the way here, silly devils. What? Okay. Yeah, that's me. Silliest of devils. Wow, okay. Your throne is on like an elevator. You must be Dole. Uncle, do you remember me? I am the son of your late brother, Elbert. You remind me of Carlo 20 years ago. A blood-stained corpse in front of me. Why did you kill him? Why did you have to divide Sergio by killing my father? To save Sergio from incapable leadership of Carlos? What? Now my hands are about to give birth to the new Sergio. What you're doing is only destructive. Yes, you have given birth to sorrow, pain, agony, and our anger. Tell me, why did you have Shauna taken away? You are talking about Lloyd's conspiracy. Finds the girl by the time the moon that never sets waxes. All is ordered by the reborn Emperor Diaz. Lloyd is a mere pawn, along with the Dragoons. Silly! Emperor Diaz died in the Dragon campaign as a human hero. I don't care whether you believe it or not. It won't make any difference to the reality. Okay. You thought you would defeat me with greater numbers, right? Come, I'll send you to your father's place. Okay. Alrighty. So this is Dole. Dole around this time around was a lot easier than he was for me last time. Mostly because I think he just does a ton of magical attacks. Not in this first form. This first form, it seemed like I think he does strictly physical attacks, which actually can be pretty brutal. But I used the new shield that I just got, and again, so that's an item. It's reusable, so make sure you don't sell it. But it's going to reduce all physical damage on your character. So again, for somebody like Shauna, it's perfect. As she is, very weak, very low HP. Unfortunately, though, it does, take a turn to use it, so that's a little bit annoying. And here I keep flubbing Gust of Wind Dance, so you'll have to cut me some slack here. Again, I'm pretty rusty, so hopefully... God, this was really bad. And to be fair, even as the counterattack here isn't actually that tough. I mean, it's only on the second hit. If that was farther in, it'd be a little bit tougher, but man, I'm just really not doing a great job here. Yeah, it's the last three hits that are significantly trickier. Yeah, because they get really quick towards the end. So, again, hopefully I don't. Oh, jeez, getting close. And then, of course, I fail right on the first one. Good times. Anyways, all right, so the first part of... there we go. Oh, nope, I thought that was it. No, that wasn't. Anyways, Dole has two forms. First form is actually pretty easy, all things considered, although I'll be completely honest, his second form, he does significantly less damage to me. And again, that's because of those... the legend casks that I've got on there. I actually save stated in the middle of his combo so that it was a little easier and I didn't have to keep doing it. This ability does 12 damage. Okay. And then Dart just restores it right back. So that's interesting. But yeah, again, I don't know. I don't think it's worthwhile to use Dragoon forms in the first or during Dole's first form. And then again, on top of that, though, unless, I think because my magic power was so high, it actually didn't work well for me to use Dragoon forms at the beginning of his second phase as well. And the reason is because, and it may have worked out better had I transformed with like Albert, because Albert, only has 3 Dragoon levels, whereas Dart has 4. And the problem with that was I was doing so much damage, I pushed him into using his shield early, and then Dart was still in his Dragoon form. And the problem that arises is that the more you attack Dole while he's got his shield up, the longer it lasts, I guess. So you're actually kind of shooting yourself in the foot by attacking him while he's got that invulnerability shield up. And I'll obviously explain that a little bit better once we actually get there. But there you have Dole doing absolutely no damage to Shauna there. Again, that's because of that materia. Is it materia or material shield? I don't remember what the name of that was. My bad on that, but anyways. And man, Dole is really cool looking. Sorry, I had to add that in. I'm a big fan of any character that dual wields, so yeah. And then on top of that, his armor looks really cool too. So, so he's got a lot going for him in my estimation. Boom, there we go. All right, we're picking it up. Not doing so bad with Gust of Wind Dance now. All right, so you want to play tough? I can play that way. Okay, let's do that. Let's play that way. He kind of reminds me of Cervantes from what is the name of that fighting game? Oh, Soul Calibur. Yeah, Soul Calibur. The goofy looking weird swords that Cervantes has, but anyways, all right. So again, this is his second form, obviously, and he's got I think it's 1,800 health, and I think once he loses about half of it, that's when he'll put up his shield. So, again, if you don't have like legend casks, obviously you're going to take more damage, and it actually may be worthwhile for you then to maybe not have everybody transformed, but maybe even just transform one person, and probably whoever has the lowest Dragoon level. Because again, you actually don't want them to stay in Dragoon form for too long. Because once he puts up that barrier, then you're not able to attack him. So somebody like Albert probably makes sense. And then on top of that, Albert can use his second tier spell to reduce the amount of damage that the Emperor is able to put out as well. So, boom, there we go. Finally, Gust of Wind Dance. Man, that's really tough to pull off for me for some reason. I'm rusty. I'm going to keep using that excuse. Although, to be fair, it is true. Anyways. So, yeah, I think that... some other things like Shauna here, I could have been using attack items, and I really should have been, because I've got so many of them. But I really do want to push him into that 50% range to get him, to use that ability. And then the good thing about that is then you can just go all out, and just kind of let him have it after the shield is back down, because I don't believe he'll use that ability again. So here. This is going to be a really good indication of my defense right now. I think this is a magic-based attack, and it just doesn't do squat to me. Normally, I think that's actually pretty brutal. Yeah, 26 misses dart, and then 21 on Shauna. So, again, that's the benefits of having legend casks. Frankly, it seems a little broken. And I mean, I had to put in a lot of work to get those, so I guess it's paying off. Pandemonium. One thing that I didn't bring up, I think the Pandemonium, actually, we got that in this last dungeon, and I didn't really bring it up when we got it, but I think the Pandemonium forces an enemy to attack whoever uses it. At least I think that's the way it worked. Excuse me. And I'm busting out some of these attack items, which again I think is, there's no reason not to. Shauna's not doing really anything here, because she doesn't need to. She doesn't need to heal anybody. So, I've just got free turns to throw out attack items, which is actually pretty nice. It's and again, I mean, the first time I did this battle, it's actually quite a while ago already, but because I had started a playthrough, and then I wanted to record it, so I kind of went back and redid it all. But the first time I did this without the legend casts, this was significantly more difficult. So, I fully would expect to have to do a lot more healing than I am doing or have had to do. I mean, look at that, 20 something health off a dart. He's just going to get that back on his next turn. So, dart is completely, I don't know. He doesn't need any help, to heal him. So, ooh, 190. Nice. 247. He's Dole, I believe, is a thunder element. Which actually, I mean, I don't know. It may help you to bring Hashel with, because I think he's a thunder element too. So he should have better defense, I guess, against these attacks as well. But obviously, I'm trying to use Shauna, so she's here. And I like Albert. Albert's probably my favorite character. So we'll see if that lasts. But, all right, so just throwing some more attack items out there. Really hoping he uses that shield here pretty soon. 241. Nice, man. She is doing some really good damage with those items. Here's the shield. Okay. So that's pretty obvious that it's a shield, right? And, again, you don't want to attack him while he's got that shield up, because I believe that every time you attack him while he's got the shield up, it forces that shield to stay up longer. So, I mean, obviously, if you just keep attacking him while that shield's up, you'll never win. You'll be stuck, like that forever. But here he's going to use, this actually is a single target attack on Dart. And I believe it is anyway. Let's see here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not. That's a multi. Yeah, like 15-ish damage on everybody. That's just nothing. And I'm just going to defend anyway, obviously, because I can't attack right now. And it's kind of goofy, too, because it looks like his shield dissipates there whenever he uses these abilities, but obviously it doesn't. It just kind of goes back on him. So that's a little annoying, or misleading, maybe I should say. There you go. Miss, and 15 on Dart. And he's back up to full. That Spirit Ring hasn't done a single thing for Shauna this entire battle. Again, I don't know. I think that because of those legend casks, these battles are going to be so skewed, especially this one. That I think Shauna would have got more use out of that because, again, normally I think I would have her transforming, but she's not. I just haven't. Bother. And there's the shield is finally down, so I am going to use the special here and just crush this guy. So wow, there we go. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to stretch. Take a little stretch and a bend. All right, looking good. Everybody's all transformed up. And I'm going to use Star Children because everybody's at full health. So there's no reason to use Moonlight. I should use her Dragoon attack one time, too, just to see what it does. Or at least see what it looks like. Because I've been specifically just using her. Oh, yeah, specifically using her magic. But coming soon. All right, 202. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, that's basically on par with one of her... or that's on par with using an item, well, or almost, I should say. But, I mean, that's only I think 25% damage. So, that's not that great. But she still does a ton. 417 with Gaspless. And that's it. Okay, so he only had 600 health left about when he put that shield up. So I mean, I don't know if that's the case. He probably actually used it at about 75%, right? Because he actually Yeah, I mean, it looked like he only had about 25% left. So, I don't know. Whatevs. But that's that. Yeah, that's crazy. He only took 2 spells from my characters before we actually finished him off. You have become strong. This, by the way, is completely weird. It's almost like he's had some sort of epiphany or whatever, you know, broken a spell or something. Pursue Lloyd. He's in the western country of Tiburoa. Tiburoa. He knows everything. Go and find out about the world, about everything. So basically become a Lloyd or what? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. So that certainly appears to be a Dragoon spirit. Which I don't understand why these, and I've probably just completely missed something plot-wise, but I don't understand why these bad guys essentially are ending up with Dragoon spirits, but again, whatever. 3,000 experience is a lot of experience, so that is a very, very good battle. So we got 16, 14, and 15. I'd like to say Shauna's catching up, but she really, well, I mean, she kind of is. She's catching up to Rose, at least, and Hashel, who are not in our active party, but getting there. So no more, 4-level gaps between her and everyone else. My uncle's Emperor Dole's ambitions are over. It places an end to the ceaseless long war that has divided Serdio into 2. This is the end of our journey, everyone. Remember, he said that. Not yet. It's not over yet. This journey began when Shauna was taken away. Then Labitz was killed and Lloyd headed for Tiburoa, leaving the mystery about Shauna behind. I am pursuing Lloyd. I'll make him explain everything. I'll go with you. I still don't know anything about Virage or what was said by Emperor Diaz. What? Emperor Diaz? My journey cannot end like this. I'll go with you, Dart. My journey cannot end either. Well, you just said it was over. Whatever conspiracy the man is forming, the moon gem is one of the keys. Yeah, I mean, hollowed object concealing the magic power of an ancient Winglies. We have to stop it before it ignites a catastrophe in Tiburoa. I'll go with you to Tiburoa. I'll give up my status as king for a while and live as a Dragoon instead. Labitz would have completely agreed. Rose, how about you? I told you I'm interested in you guys. Hot. So, besides, you feel naked without me, don't you? Phrasing. If Rose is going, that's the end of my role. What? Well, that doesn't even make sense. Hashel, where are you going? This is... By the way, I'm totally going to complain about this whole dialogue when the next video starts. When Dragoons meet, blood will flow, and as they leave, time does slow. It's your choice to leave your fate behind. The question is answered. Dragoon spirits are leading us. Indeed. Do you want to save now? Yes! This is the disc swap, so definitely save your game. Alright, I'm out of time. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.